So,
Okay. Are we
Let's
ready?
start the.
canonically, if Scrag forgets something, any of you are allowed to just say, "Hey, Scrag, what about when that happened?" Because I didn't prepare anything because I didn't realize that he
Well,
was
yes,
supposed to do it.
Creek isn't here, and I think she was supposed to do the recap, so Scrag will take over.
Yeah. All right, I've started the OBS.
Oh, actually, I think it was supposed to be Scrag because he got eaten by the frog.
Oh yeah.
Or the giant toad, I should say. But yeah, let's do a recap,
It
everybody.
is all good. I don't want to. I don't want to establish the fucking a pattern of always needing to have a recap like written out and shit because I know
Yeah.
that like I'm sure that I'm gonna have weeks going forward that I'm just like it's ADHD is gonna be real bad. I'm just like I got nothing for you to.
Well, yeah, even just a quick recap, even from Scrag, that would be great.
Hello there. I am still Scrag, just like last time I did this. So, there are many beautiful animals in the world. There's raptors and there's dinosaurs, the big dinosaurs, and there are birds, and there are monkeys, and then there are toads. And Scrag no longer likes toads because Scrag almost got ate by a toad, and the toad tried to rip out Scragg's guts with his teeth, and Scrag did not even know that toads had teeth, and Scrag may be traumatized. Scrag is going to never talk to toads again. But Scrag did find all of the other dinosaurs with his friends, and there comes a time in every dinosaur man's life where he has to say goodbye to his little dinosaurs and they have to go out on an adventure. And it is very sad, very emotional. Scrag did cry a bit. Don't tell anyone else. Meanwhile, everyone else can hear him saying this. Um, but Scrag will persist, and Scrag is very happy that they are going to be finding new warm place to call home. And hopefully Scrag's own home will be okay too. Scrag worries about his family sometimes. It is difficult. And Scrag misses them very much. Did some other stuff happen? I don't remember.
So yeah, last time basically you guys just woke up and decided to head to the Siren's Grotto to return the final dinosaurs to the pirates, led by Blue Bonnie, and Bartholomew has been looking after them. But while doing that, you did notice there was a commotion in the basement, and you ran downstairs and fought a giant toad that lived down there that was being harassed by a couple of gremlins. You scared off the gremlins, but almost got eaten by the toad. And we ended the session with you
Yeah.
handing off the raptors to Bartholomew and heading out. And as you head out of the Siren's Grotto, you kind of turn around and notice that Creek has run off. You're not entirely sure where she is.
She has gone on an adventure. She is becoming a woman.
So we're just gonna kind
Greg, no, I don't. I don't think that's quite.
You become adults after first adventure. That's how it goes.
And you think that was
hardly-
her, you think this is her
Yeah.
first? Her running away now,
Maybe.
as
Greg has
opposed
not
to
known
the
her
other
very long.
things that we've been up to.
Has to be longer, more meaningful. With
I get
metaphors.
the unfortunate sense that any efforts to find Creek will fail utterly.
Oh,
She
Damn.
must do this on
yeah,
her
yeah.
own. It is her destiny.
Just as a reminder, you all get a hero point, and Scrag, you get two. But yes, please
Yay.
continue, Shelps.
Okay, so since Pickles and Nash spent like a full month with Creek, helping Professor Miri get back to Horizon's Gate, would we be familiar with this
kind of behavior?
this kind of behavior? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like on the way back, you've noticed that occasionally she'll just run off. She always comes back, and usually with something in tow.
Yeah, okay, I figured. So Nash will just shrug like, I sometimes she does this. She's caught wind of something that, may or may not even pertain to us, so she's following her own trail.
Sure.
There will be 100%. I will tell you, there has been an 100% instance rate of there being some sort of complication when she returns. Whether it be she brought back something like it. She does not come back empty-handed for Wheel or Woe. Let's say that.
100%.
Hope she brings Wheel.
It comes with the territory of Creek.
Yeah, this is just a thing you've kind of gotten used to. She just gets slightly distracted and comes back. For
Greg
those at
likes to
home, it's
swim
because
there for you.
Katie isn't here today. She unfortunately could not make it, but this is our
But we're
explanation.
keeping her involved in her own special way.
Yes.
Yeah. We love you, Katie.
We love you, Katie.
Yeah. Also, real quick, DM, how long does my stupefaction last?
I believe it was like an hour, and I think at this point we're probably coming up on that hour.
Okay.
Just so that
I couldn't remember if it was an hour or if it was a day.
It was,
Does that also
it was
apply
an
for
hour.
Screg's Wounded? Or
Wounded only goes away if you treat wounds on them. And I don't believe we actually have done treat wounds yet. And like FYI, battle medicine does not count as treat wounds.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we wrapped up like right after that battle. So now as
Yeah.
we're dealing in the aftermath, Nash can do that. Let me get.
Greg, I'm bleeding internally.
well, fortunately, it's better than bleeding externally because that's where the blood's supposed to be, is on the inside.
Greg is not sure that's how that works.
You see one of Nash's painted eyebrows just raised, but he doesn't say anything and keeps getting his kid out.
Pickles is trained in medicine.
So is Scrag, actually.
Vaz is not, but she just sort of like just puts her head in the hand and just rubs her brow. Just oh, jeez.
All right, to 23. That is a success.
All right.
So that's the 2d8. You get 15 back, Scrag, and you are no longer wounded. I think you were like wounded too. Yes.
Oh, 15 hit points? That's a lot.
Yeah. It's 2d8.
I roll real good.
Yeah.
Thank you for roll real good.
I mean, thank God for the existence of treat wounds, because
Yeah.
otherwise, like, Pathfinder would be way... I learned, actually, in between last episode of this one, is that generally Pathfinder, you're supposed to be at, like, max HP at the start of battles. And, like, that would just be incredibly impractical without treat wounds.
Yeah, 100%. And even then, with treat wounds, it doesn't always happen, because if you fail, it doesn't really do that. But yeah, she was literally one off from the full amount that you could have gotten.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's 2d8, and you rolled 7 and an 8.
Oh.
At higher levels, you can up what you get from that. But it ups the DC.
Yeah.
I think Sarah's Foundry got borked for a quick sec.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I clicked over to Discord and then clicked back to Foundry, and it was just gray with an anvil in the corner. And I'm like, I should probably restart Foundry.
Uh-oh, sorry.
Foundry gave up.
There it goes.
Oh dear.
Okay, it's fine now.
Cool.
Okay.
I love Foundry a whole lot, but because we are running it off of a server in my dad's basement, it is
It's
not
quite complicated as well.
But yeah.
Wonders of the internet.
Yep. Like that's the thing. Roll20 tends to be more stable, but I hate how it's set up for Pathfinder 2e. It's not great for that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's you spent about 10 minutes patching Scrag up, and it is about 8:10 in the morning. You kind of had a busy morning here. And you start to see that like the hustle and bustle has increased a bit as people are heading to and from places. The docks are busy at work, up unloading and reloading ships.
We picked up another quest, I believe, to find.
Yeah,
You had
to find Gabriel's pendant.
yeah, he had lost an amulet at the upper market.
Yeah, so I'm down to just continue that way
All
and
right.
start looking.
Question, and I know this might be a stretch, because Gertie is a dinosaur, not a bloodhound. But if we were to if she sniffed something belonging to the person who the amulet belongs to, could she then try to track the amulet? I think
What
she does have scent.
if she's got scent? I would say she could roll scent for that. She would.
I just want to check.
It'd be like perception.
Just let me check. Animal companion. Sorry about this.
Oh, good. Like our one of our usual trackers is missing right now.
Sorry about this. Wait, hold on. Tyrannosaurus was an option for my animal companion since when? Sorry. Okay, getting distracted. When was that an option?
I don't know.
You imagined like these past whatever sessions, and we're actually looking for baby Tyrannosaurus rexes.
God.
Another option.
Jurassic Park 3 all over again.
Oh God.
I don't
two.
even fucking
It's
think it's
2.
stupid
No,
enough to
not
bring a
Jurassic
baby
Park 3. 2.
Tyrannosaur.
I got them mixed up. It's 2 where they're running around San Francisco looking for the fucking T-Rex.
I've only ever seen the first one. I would not have even questioned it.
Yeah, 3 is the one that has the cell phone in the Spinosaurus.
Yes. The third one's with the cell phone in the Spinosaurus.
Hey,
Which is
The
the one
first
that opens
Patrick
up with the
cameo.
little girl getting eaten by compies.
That's 2, and she
Okay.
survives. They just offhandedly say that
Yeah.
she...
Yeah, I didn't make it far enough to learn that she
Sure.
survived. I just that was the end of that movie for me.
Yeah, no, that they mention it in an interview with John Hammond. Like he's like, oh yeah, the little girl got hurt. Her parents are hopping mad.
by the way, first Leanne's brother cameo.
Yeah, but yes,
So yeah, the Dromaeosaur does have imprecise scent. The range is 30 feet. I don't know if I could still use that for tracking.
yeah. For now, you're not even close to the market. But once we get to the market, perhaps.
I was figured.
Yeah.
Capybara is also an option, it seems.
Yes.
Maybe next time.
DM, on the way there, because I don't want to buy this shit in the expensive market, I would like to see if I can pick up like spell learning material, like just pop in somewhere and buy some spell learning materials.
Yeah, for sure. From where you are, if you just head straight north, you'll end up in the lower markets where you were earlier.
Okay, I'd like to buy like 6 GP worth of that.
Okay. I don't think I have anybody on there with it, but you can grab it off of the compendium if you open up.
Yeah, I've done a thing myself for that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I've literally just got like in my treasure like a spell learning materials, and I've got like a value for it, and so I just increment that to like 6, and then I subtract the amount of gold.
Gotcha. So yeah, you all head up past the one church that has the big anvil out the front of it. You go through the lower markets, and you run into somebody selling, inks and papers, and they're kind of cheaper quality, but they're pricing it to what you normally would see, but it's at least not overpriced. You pick that up and you head out through the little mucky roads, past the Riverside Hospital, cross the bridge, and make your way over to the upper markets, which I will move everybody there. 1 sec. Just so we all know where we're all at.
Thank you.
I'll say that probably takes about the rest of the hour to go do some shopping and then fly up. So it'll be about 9 o'clock when you get over there.
Speaking of which, Vaz probably knows this place better than us, I think, right?
Well, I'll say this. As you head in there, you notice that the upper markets are not really... when you went to the Trade Winds island with the Farbridge market, that was kind of more the expensive shopping that people do recreationally. Over here, you find a lot of food and spices, but the clientele that you see here are not necessarily higher class nobles, but the servants that work in their houses. They're well dressed, but not overly so, and mostly picking up food. There's like linens, but it's definitely higher quality than the lower markets.
Ooh, fancy.
And you spot like a few people hanging up some decorations around here that are gold and have cats adorning them. They're banners and streamers and the like.
Screg is going to kind of naively go up and just ask someone, is it a holiday?
And one of the ladies hanging up, she stops and looks at you and goes, "Oh, the next week, on the 6th day of the week, is the parade of the cats."
I will make sure to keep Gertie tied up for that, so she does not chase any of them. Thank you.
The parade of cats?
The parade of cats.
Is this like... Yeah, like are cats
Also-
actually legitimately parading, or...
She kind of like tilts her head. Goes, "Well, some of them will. It is a festival that worships Velgard."
Sounds adorable.
Yes, we get all dressed up in our fineries. Pull out the gold, and we parade cats. The parade warden is, of course, the Mr. Farbridge's cat Morris. He gets to sit at the head of the parade as always. We celebrate wealth and all that comes our way.
As long as I'm here, I was hoping I could ask you a question. We're looking for a lost amulet thing.
An amulet? What
Yeah,
kind?
and I will give her a brief verbal description.
She will kind of pause and go, "Oh, Gabriel was here, yes. It was his amulet. I'm afraid I have not seen."
Do you know where Gabriel went?
She kind of like points down. He tends to poke in at the spice shop over there. You could take a look.
Thank you, very kind.
And I'm going to activate the market map for you. And drop you
Market.
Use the market.
I do not only need token of vision in this scene.
Boop. You should have a token with vision in the scene now. Now
Yay.
say you guys were actually over here talking to this lady.
Oh, there we go.
Boop.
Alright, Foundry. I turn on hardware acceleration, is that why? Did I
Could
forget
be.
to do that? Is that why I turn it? Yeah, okay, that's why I forgot. Relaunching Foundry real quick, 1 second.
Oh, good.
Sarah, you're very excited.
I wanted someone else to see him.
What a friend.
To see what?
They see a thing that I have added to the map. He's good.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of points down the way, and there's several stalls such set up with food, and there is a woman tending to some spices, kind of exotic to this area. So, of course, they're a little bit more expensive. And yeah, as you look down, you see them, but you also see... You've noticed specifically in this market that there's quite a few more guards hanging around. The lawkeepers tend to ignore the lower markets. And
I just realized that sorry, continue.
Yeah. And you do see around the edges here there are what looks to be potted areas of greenery that are one of them is being tended to by a frog creature with a flower crown on his head.
Scrag sees the frog creature and kind of does a double take and then sighs with relief.
It is only about a quarter of the size of the giant toad that you fought.
Okay, that's good. I forgot to do treat wounds on Gertie. Can I do that now?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
We'll say that you did that while Nash was treating your wounds earlier.
I think I might have a special feature for it, but I don't remember. I do not have a special feature for it, not yet. Medicine? 19?
19 is a success.
Yay. How much do I heal for?
That is 2d8.
Wonderful.
Yeah, there might be some stuff later for healing.
Wow.
You also rolled a 7 and an 8. Yeah, Gertie's up to full health.
He's all... Okie dokie. So, Scrag is going to kind of look at the spice merchant, then look at Vaz, and look at the spice merchant, look at Vaz, and he's going to take a step forward to go talk to the spice merchant, and then kind of take a step back.
Oh, well, if you insist. And yeah, Vaz will go up to engage with the spice merchant.
Yeah, she looks like of half orc ancestry, and she's got blonde hair that she's tied into a big long braid, showing off her muscular arms as she kind of pokes around and moves stuff here and there, and she sees you, comes up. Ah, hello. Can I help you?
Yes, good morning. We're actually on the lookout for a amulet that was dropped by a friend of ours, Gabriel. And she'll also give a visual or a description of what the amulet looks like.
Ah, Gab. Yeah, he's been through here. He comes here a lot. Picks up all kinds of strange things to put in his food. I think I saw the amulet on him when he was through here. He must have dropped it.
Right. Would you happen to know where he went after your stall?
He did go down. To the left there, there's a butcher. I'm
The
sure
butcher.
he...
Excellent.
I'm sure he had it then.
Excellent, thank you. I may be back later to peruse some of your wares. You've got quite a selection here.
Aw, shit. Shucks. That'll be great.
Not at all.
They pass. Scrag is going to say, "Your fangs are very well manicured."
Well, Thank you. Your plumage is very bright.
Screg, like, you didn't know a dinosaur could blush, but
You see it kind of stands on end and he kind of like just walks away quickly.
And she kind of
Alright.
she waves as you all kind of start wandering off.
On to the next place in the chain. She said he went down south here?
Yeah. And move him into position. And yeah, you wander past the hard at work. It's a Gripply frog person.
Can I take a quick peek at what actually they are doing? Like, I'm not trying to I just want to look at what they're doing.
Yeah. You take a look and they're tending to the flowers, but as they're going, they seem to be adding a little touch of magic into each touch, and flowers are blooming as they are kind of going across.
This is like a permanent structure that they're outside of?
Yeah, I didn't really put it on the map, but there's almost like a park area kind of on the edge here.
Gotcha.
That he is tending to.
Greetings, my cold-blooded comrade.
Well, howdy. How's it going?
It's going very, very good. I do not recognize your accent. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Huh. Neat.
You like flowers?
I do.
Well,
They're
here.
delicious and also very pretty.
He hands you a big lily and goes, "There you go."
Well, thank you. He's going to put one, kind of in his feathers, and he's going to take off one of the petals and eat it.
Now be careful. That's kind of poisonous to some animals.
He spits it out.
I was literally, Ian IRL was in the process of Googling, are lilies poisonous to badgers?
I know they're bad for cats.
Yeah, they're bad for cats, they're bad for dogs.
The entire lily plant is toxic. Oh my god.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, you cannot have those if you have cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are looking for a Gabriel.
No, we're
A
not looking for
Gabriel
Gabriel. We're looking for his amulet.
We are looking for a Gabriel named Amulet.
Oh boy.
It's Greg.
My, that's quite a
Hi,
interesting person. Hello.
My name's Pickles. What's yours?
My name's Epo.
Epo. Nice to meet you.
I'm a gardener.
Nice. You seem to be doing a good job here. That's Greg. There's Vaz and Nash right there.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Yeah. We're looking for an amulet that was dropped by a friend of ours. Do you remember? It would have been maybe a few days ago, I think. Do you remember seeing him? And I'll describe Gabriel and the amulet as well.
Yeah, I see him come through here all the time.
Did he have the amulet last time you saw him?
Last time? I think last time I saw him, he was looking for it. He was poking around my flower beds. I told him not to stay out of them because those are Green Thumb Guild property and that he should stick out of them. But he said he was looking for an amulet. I didn't see any, though. I'll tell you, though, my plants have been doing quite well lately.
Let me one quick sec. I want to see what I've got.
Is the amulet magic? I don't recall.
It didn't say in the in the notice whether it was magical or not.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic on the plants.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. It just gives me a presence or absence of magic. I specifically in the spell, I can ignore the presence of magic that I'm fully aware of. So can I ignore the presence of his druidic magic?
Yeah.
And see and detect magic other types of magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I cast that.
All right.
It's a cantrip.
As you cast that, yeah, you see the faint glow of his magic and completely ignore that. But then you see, like, almost a trail leading across the flowers further into the market.
Huh.
And it kind of, like, pixies and fades. Sparkles.
Hold on. Scrag, Vaz, who's got the note from Gabriel? We didn't. We don't know if the amulet's magic, right?
I think Vaz or Nash would have had it, because I think it was Vaz, Creek, and Nash that went to the thing.
So,
right.
What particularly is on the note was a shiny pendant of his has gone missing. He last saw it when he was browsing the upper markets for spices. And that's about all he wrote on here.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks, Gabe. Okay, well, I think that Gabriel might have not given us all the information we perhaps needed. So I'm willing to bet that we might be looking for an amulet that's magical in nature. Am I able to like follow this trail like a trail?
Yeah, it like it leads to like to where the edge of your like 30-foot emanation is. So.
I would be willing to, like, it's just a cantrip and it costs 2 actions, so I'd be willing to do another emanation to I can place the emanation here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go. It is handy.
Kind of like a dowsing rod.
Yeah, it seems to like move around really quickly, like you're following an insect's flight path.
Huh.
What do you see, Magic Man?
Well, do I see the end of it here, or does it trail? Can I follow it where it might be trailing off?
Let me see. Can I draw it? Draw freehand.
That'd be cool. I appreciate you doing the Foley work for the beat. Oh, that's fun. Look at us using the tools available to us.
I will ask Gertie if she can like sniff and try to pick up a trail.
All right, roll me perception for Gertie.
I guess that would be Gertie's yeah. I don't know if Scrag can aid, but I don't know how this entirely works.
Pickles, can Pickles aid, because we're basing this off of a magical trail.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so can I roll our Arcana to aid, or would I need to roll?
I think we should do it separately, because I think we track both manually and with magic, just to give us the best odds. So,
okay.
Yeah, Scrag will help Gertie.
All
and,
right.
Well, first I have to roll and it's perception, correct?
Perception.
I'd like to roll perception, please. That's Scrag's to aid, so it might not work.
That was all. I saw it all on the one for a second. I was so scared.
Okay.
I believe that is a success, so it gets a +1 to this.
Ooh.
So 22.
That's a 22.
Yep. So she puts her nose down and she starts scuffling through, and then she like tries to like push past into the market stalls, and like
Gertie, we have to go around. Gertie.
You see the man at the butcher stall go, hey, no, get out of here.
No, Gertie.
Go.
Gertie, no.
Get your chicken out of here.
You know what? I've heard her called much worse and much less accurate things. So
It's got feathers though. What else would it? No, never mind. I'm sorry, sir. You can't have your chicken back here.
I understand. I will not. Gertie, come on. Let's go. No. Around.
Or
You have
just
to go
like
around.
smiling
I'm
and like
hungry.
in like a smiling at this guy and like, thank you, like sorry, I'll get out of your hair and just like aggressively trying to pull Gertie away.
I'm gonna like angrily look at Gertie and I'm gonna look at her. How much for a turkey leg?
Well, that'd be 5 copper, sir.
I have 3. What can I get for 3? Can I get a bucket of giblets for 3?
You get a bucket of giblets, sir. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give like a handful of giblets to Gertie and say I'm gonna give her and then I'm gonna give them to her so she can eat them and say now go follow the trail.
Yeah. You kind of like push her out of the way. She like reluctantly goes around and like kind of sticks her head out, trying to get back to where she was heading over this way along the path.
I would like to do my detect magic again.
Yeah.
On this side and place another 30-foot emanation there, and that'll remove this first one. How do I remove that first one?
Click on the measurement controls, then click on the center. It should look like a little explosion, and then hit delete.
Is any other magic coming off of this lady?
This lady does not appear to be magical. You do see another woman over here who is dwarven in nature, setting up more of those cat decorations, while a big orange tabby cat sits on her stall. And as you put that in there, you see that line kind of stop here and like ping out.
Is this like another stealth person's tent?
Yeah, this looks to be a little unattended. It's like an umbrella over top of a couple of boxes. You think it's
Are there any
like
guards nearby?
Let's see, is there? There's
there's that
one way down this way.
I think I should probably move my Gertie to like here, I guess.
Yeah, she's made her way around.
She obviously does not run right through all of that.
Oh yeah.
It's very hard to make sure of that.
Because that would draw a lot of attention.
Yeah, Pickles will actually go to Screg and say, Screg, actually give me a second.
If you don't behave, I'm going to put the leash back on. You don't want that.
Screg.
Yes.
Yeah, just give me a second. I would like to can I see under this tent? Like what's in this tent? Like it's an umbrella above some boxes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Some
crates and the like.
If I get closer to it, can I look around and see if like anybody might like be bothered that I'm moving closer here?
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Because I'm thinking we might need a distraction.
Jeez, I wonder who's distracting around here.
15.
15. Let's have a looky-loo. Yeah. So with that, you take a look around. You do notice that people are milling around, and the dwarven lady, now that you've like wandered over this way, she's kind of keeping an eye on you.
I would like to sort of covertly and go to Vaz and ask Vaz, can you and the others maybe see if we can distract that dwarf over there? I think
I'll
what we're
see what
looking
I
for
can
is in
do.
here.
Yeah, and Vaz will stroll over to the dwarven woman and I'm trying to think. Give me a sec. Good morning. I'm from out of town, and I've noticed everyone's setting up for a festival. Which one are we doing this next? Which one are we doing?
She looks up to you. The Parade of Cats.
I've never heard of that one. Would you mind telling me about it?
Well, you see, it's there the you know the god of commerce, Vilgard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, every year it's said that he spoils his cats and that they go on a parade so that they can collect wealth. And they bring all the wealth back and they have a huge feast. That's supposedly what this is all about. Really, it's just an excuse for Mr. Farbridge to bring Morris out and parade him around because he loves Morris so very much.
I can understand a family pet is absolutely, can absolutely be king within the household.
Yeah.
And then Vaz will start going off into some story about, like a dog or something she had when she was younger. Just trying to keep this woman's attention.
Yeah. All right. So with that, that will aid whoever is going up next. Though I will ask for maybe deception from you, Vaz, for that to be the roll.
Yeah, let me find my character sheet. Not vision. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, vision is the vision bot that I set up so that I can test walls to see if there's any holes.
Mm-hmm. And you said deception?
Yep.
All right, let go. I'm gonna use my hero point. Let's try that again.
Yep.
Oh
my gosh. Yeah. No. As you start talking about dogs, her like eyes kind of glaze over, and she starts leaning a little bit, and is still clearly still watching everybody else. She's perfected the art of looking like she's paying attention.
Was someone else going to say something? Or
I wasn't going to say anything else. I'm just saying that that did not distract her. So you got to roll pretty good on your stealth.
This dwarf has flowers in her beard, right?
She sure does.
Greg would like to take the flower out of his crest and like sort of motion to like offer putting it in her beard.
Okay, you could try that, but
And she doesn't have to accept. It's just Screg is trying to be nice.
Yeah, no, for like role game purposes though, that was the help roll. So we'll move back over here.
Actually,
I guess I like diplomacy, huh?
Can I the place where this amulet, me tracking the amulet, has stopped, can I see like if it's inside something? Like, can I see a box it might be in?
You will have to roll perception.
Yeah, let me give that a go because I have another option.
I wonder if we could just like tell her that we're looking for something.
I mean, that's not what you did though, so.
Nope. We're going this way. 16.
Ah, shit. 1 sec. That was supposed to be. Yeah. Ignore that. Something disappeared, and that didn't actually disappear.
What?
Ignore it. Ignore everything. Don't pay attention.
Okie dokie.
Anyways, I hit a thing and it didn't do what I thought it was. It did it. Anyways. Sorry. You rolled. Perception check. 16. You see that one of the boxes does seem to have like a little hole in the corner of it that looks like it was chewed open.
Nash, get ready. Is this box like? How is this box sealed? Is it like? Does it have a lid that I could open?
It has a lid that you can open.
I would like to cast Mage Hand.
All right.
And I can create a single magical hand, either invisible or ghost-like. So this Mage Hand is going to be invisible.
Okay. So Because of all of what's going on, I'm going to ask you to roll stealth to see if you can open it without people noticing.
Okay. Would it be thievery?
You could roll thievery too.
Okay, I
Does
will roll.
Can Nash assist by casting his shadow over what's going on?
That's really clever.
Makes sense.
All right.
Let's see.
I just won't allow more than one help on the attempt to distract this woman over here.
So does Nash need to roll?
Yeah, I'd roll stealth for that or thievery.
Yeah, I was getting my sheet pulled back up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is completely like nobody can see shit from here.
Okay. So I add what, a 2?
You add a +2. You've managed to completely angle Harold just right that it just looks like part of the actual shade that should be there.
Okay, so what? Hold on. How do I add a 2 to it? I can.
You should be able to, when you roll, it comes up with like a little thing.
Is it status or? Oh. Okay. I see what I did.
Yeah, it should be like a circumstance bonus.
Circumstance of 2. Of plus 2. It's not letting me. +2. +2. I don't know why it's not.
Are you actually adding the plus in there? Because I don't think you should. It should just be 2.
2. Yeah. It's circumstance status 2. There we go. Okay, I've got it.
Good.
Sorry.
All right, 17. So there's a little bit of a creak, but nobody notices as you open up the lid to this crate. And as you peek inside, you hear a slight buzzing noise as you peek in and see what looks to be almost a little nest of loose coins, trinkets, flowers, and a red amulet. But looking at you from inside this little nest is a strange bee-like creature. She almost looks like if a fairy had a bee head. And she is like, in her little hands is holding a piece of like cake. Like a little chunk of a cake. With a little icing on top. And she looks at you and goes, "It's a return!" And she's tries to fly into your face.
Do I understand what she's saying?
No, probably not. Let me just double check.
I speak Sylvan, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Goblin, and Undercommon.
Okay. Because I think she's just making noises at this point.
Okay.
She's panicking. Like, I don't think what she said was words. It, like, was the start of the word intruder, but she cuts herself off into a buzz.
Yes, I understand. These are not words.
Yes, you understand that. No, she's just panicking. She's got a cute little flower dress on. And she goes to throw the little cake into your face.
Well, I'm fully concentrated on this mage hand at this point, so I don't have any kind of reactions I can do.
All right.
I'm gonna get a face full of cake, I feel.
Yep. I'm just gonna ignore the damage on this. I just want to see what happens. Yeah. It's
no!
This cake splats you square in the middle of your face, and despite it being small, it like completely splatters all over, and she starts buzzing away
I will. Am I blinded? Because I'd be willing to take the blinded condition
Blinded, sure. That is 100% what a 20 on throwing cake in your face would do. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly, for the sake of everything, put everybody in initiative. Just so we know what order to run things in.
for that. I sense a chase in our future.
She's flying away. Is she taking the amulet with her?
Yeah, she scoops up the amulet and starts to fly away.
Okay.
And that is where we'll start on when it's her turn. Unless
This
you
is
guys
a
find
Oh,
weird-
having -4 to initiative because of blinded.
Yeah.
This is a weird
Incredible.
question, but is she encumbered by the amulet, given that she's so small?
Probably.
So is she slower?
Could be.
Oh, yep.
This is too spooky for what this is. We need comical chase.
Just need fucking yakety sack.
We need some yakety sacks. Maybe I'll put on tavern and see what happens then.
Yeah, I don't think yakety sack is public domain.
Nope. Nope, that's not. Maybe there's a funner combat song?
God, it's like when the
This is
bards
okay.
in taverns in Skyrim start singing one of the two songs they have, and like you're doing something completely irrelevant to the whole fucking Civil War shit. It's like, I just came here after fighting a dragon, and you're talking about random Civil War nonsense.
Civil War! Anyways. So, Vaz, you begin to see this little creature fly up, and with the amulet in hand, it tries to go. Oh, geez. That was a slow reaction from Foundry.
Yeah, wow.
I was in the middle of a sentence, Foundry. Come on. But
Get
yeah,
rubed.
I'm just trying to explain to Sarah what she sees. But yeah, that is
Okay.
what you see.
All right. Oh gosh, I don't think I have anything that I can use to like catch her. Do I still have my character sheet up? No, of course I don't. Come on, laptop, stop freaking out.
I believe in you, laptop.
Technology hate us this week.
Honestly. All right, yeah, I don't have anything I can use to really catch her, so
You could try grappling her. She's pretty small.
that's what I'm thinking. Is I'm just gonna try and see if I can get a fistful of fairy.
There's a
So-
potential episode title.
Fistful of fairy.
Very.
I can't wait for that to be the title and Katie to like listen back. We have to listen back. Like, what did y'all
be like,
do?
what does that mean? So yeah, we're gonna go over here, I guess, scoot past Pickles, who's wiping cake out of his face, and try and grab this little gal.
Yeah.
What kind of check is that?
That is athletics.
Athletics.
That is
I'm-
versus her reflex DC, I believe.
I'm moderately athletic. Not that athletic.
Yeah, you go to
And
like
use hero-
grab her, and she like buzzes out of the way at the last second, and you just grab air.
I get
Can I-
distracted. Are you covered in cake?
Can I give her one of my hero points?
If that's what she wants.
If you are willing to, I would accept it because I am rolling like ass today.
I donate a hero point.
All right. That's a lot
That's
better.
much better.
So we'll say
Yeah.
like you go get distracted by the cake and then like snap back and that you grab her in there and she goes ah. Let me go, let me go, let me go!
We have a few questions for you.
She pouts. Let me go! And you moved, did that, I think you have one more action.
Maybe take the amulet in case she runs off again.
Yeah, can I try and prise the amulet from her little tiny hands?
Yes, that will be. I'll say that is another athletics check versus her like fortitude.
If she beats me, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god! It's covered in icing. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to like take the amulet because I'll say this will probably count as like the multiple attack penalty too, so it just does not. She's got like a little death grip on it.
Good heavens! Yeah, we'll let somebody else go. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is her turn. So she, being grappled, will now attempt to squirm her way out. That's pretty high.
What is it against?
Probably your fortitude save, which is 13. So, yeah.
Alas.
So, like, as you're, like, holding her, like, you feel a little sting on your hand, and you, like, immediately let go, and she, like, flies up and goes, no! And starts to fly away. But because she is, in fact, a little encumbered, she gets about there, and then gets about there before she's is like floating midair going
You little craven.
Scrag, it is your turn.
So Scrag is going to command Gertie, because Gertie's a lot smaller and probably much better at catching small prey. And is going to... Gertie can run quite a bit.
She can. She's very fast.
And Gertie's going to try and grab the... Going to go over to the pixie and try to grab the amulet. Just not... She's not going to bother with the pixie. She's just... Or the bee. The Melixie.
Melixie. They're like pixies, but bees. And other insects. But yeah, she moves.
Yeah, and she will try to get it. I think, is that athletics or?
Yes, that would be athletics if she's trying to grapple it.
Trying to just grab it back.
You've had some already.
With her teeth.
Her teeth.
Okay, good. She's trained in athletics. Can I use a hero point?
You can use a hero point. You still have one left.
I rolled a nat 1 for those wondering. Okay, that's an 11. I don't know exactly how grappling works, or
It is versus her reflex save, which is 18. So unfortunately, she runs over and snaps into the air and tries to grab her, and the little tiny bee fairy just flies up. Whoop!
Give that back,
No!
please. Why do you want it so bad anyway?
Shiny!
I have more shinies.
Roll me a diplomacy check to see if you can convince her, because this will be your last action.
Yeah, I figured. But you know, we've already tried the other things. I don't want to hurt her. She's adorable.
Sorry, I just looked over and Reggie is staring at the door. All right, yes, so 23 critical
It's a nat
success.
20.
And she stops and looks at you and goes, "More shinies? You give shinies to
Several.
Maya?
Hmm?
You give shinies to Maya?
Yes, give plenty of shinies to him.
You give sweeties too?"
Scrag is going to call back the rest of the read. Do we have sweeties?
All right, Pickles.
Yes.
She seems to have stopped. She seems to be a little calmer. You can't see what's going on, though.
Can I use an
Scrag-
action to clear the...
Oh. Well, Scrag is going to start pulling things out of his inventory.
Okay, but we're
He's
going to
not-
Pickles now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to take my turn. So can I spend an action to clear the cake out of my eyes?
Yep. And that will
Okay.
get rid of your blinded condition.
I can see. I would like to, can I attempt a recall knowledge?
Yes.
Would this be, Arcana, I assume, because they are a magical creature, very clearly?
I'd say yes. It's like that or nature. One
Okay, well,
second.
crap
This
it.
dog wants to go upstairs. 1 second. Doggy. Be free. Get.
Greg, of all people, being the one to roll a nat 20 on diplomacy is extremely funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
He came downstairs trying to eat Patrick's french fries.
Oh, no.
He desires them fries. Anyways, yes.
Recall knowledge time.
All right. 23.
23.
So you know that this is a Melixi, which are hyperactive insect sprites with legendary sweet tooths, capable of drinking down honey, nectar, sugar, and other sweets in alarming quantities. They have insect wings and that are common among most Fae, but they also have like the antenna. Sometimes they can look like butterflies or moths or ladybugs or even beetles. This one just happens to look like a bee. They live in a pattern of rapid consumption of sweets.
Mm.
You also know that they are not local here. They are from the Feywilds.
Mm. 1 sec. Question. So I in my possession, I have bookmaking tools.
Bookmaking tools.
I believe bookmaking tools occasionally can contain things like beeswax. Although I suppose beeswax isn't sweet. No, that's a stupid idea.
No, it's just from bees. It's like honey is what makes it sweet. They take all the honey out of the wax.
Right. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
I see where your head is at, but I would say no.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's totally fair. Pickles will call out to her. And he will call out to her and say, if you're willing, we'd be more than happy to procure you, additional sweets and things, as long as, you're willing to sit down and talk with us. And can I do like a diplomacy?
Yeah. She already seems interested, but this could seal the deal.
Okay. Give me this. I'm gonna use a hero point. Okay. I should have aided somebody else.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. She seems to be mostly looking at Scrag.
Okay, so that's my turn. Bastard has his
Where's
has his one action. because he's independent.
Yeah, he would have been over here with you.
Maybe he's a honey badger.
No.
No,
I'm very sorry.
unfortunately. I think Bastard's not gonna do anything. I think Bastard is actually not gonna do anything. He's just gonna chill.
Yeah, that sounds
That's done
about
with my
right.
turn.
All right.
Can I at least communicate like to the rest of the party like, hey, we got anything sweet, like any, like and I'll specifically mention like honey and things like that.
Yeah.
Like because Scrag already figured out that like it's sweet things, but like anything specific.
Yeah. And
It's not exactly sweet, but I have a gambit.
all right, Nash.
All right, and Nash
I love you,
is.
Gambits, Nash.
We'll see.
Or
Nash
he's
is going
like,
to try not to approach too much. Just kind of step out into view, and he's going to hold up in one hand a handful of gold coins, let's say 3, and in the other a bottle of sake, and tell her it's not exactly a sweetie per se, but it might be to your liking.
All right. Roll me diplomacy.
Oh God, hold on.
17. She kind of like perks up and tilts her head to the side. And unless you have anything else, I think this will actually end the encounter. Because she seems...
That was all I had. That was my gambit.
Yeah.
All for booze.
Yeah, all for booze. And
We're about to get this fake drunk as shit.
One second. It really has decided that this module does not play nice with
anything, apparently.
with something else, because it will not list what the experience is anymore for this fight. Something's gone borked. So I need to look up what the experience for this would be. 1 second.
Yeah.
Resource screen. Experience. XP rewards. It was 2 below you. Because it was nope, just 1 below you, because it was level 0 creature, so 30. 30. Assign. Because I noticed when it added the NaN, not a number, it actually turned those that had clicked add to 0. So I had to fix some people's sheets.
You might want to add that to
yeah, Katie. Yeah, I will do that.
I want to get this very drunk so badly. It's gonna be.
So yes, at the end
of Foundry broke.
Oh no, it broke.
It froze.
Oh no.
While you're restarting, I think I will call that our break, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
And boop, I'm gonna hit break time. All right. I think we're all back.
Yeah.
All right. Unpause. So you have successfully gotten this little Melixie to come over, and she like kind of sticks. As she like goes to grab the sake bottle out of Nash's hand, she drops the amulet on the ground and grabs a little sake bottle and like sticks her little tongue in and goes blah, 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 blah,
blah. Bastard will go and grab the amulet.
Is it a tongue or is it a proboscis?
It's a little proboscis that comes out and goes blah 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 blah.
Incredible.
And she goes, "Get."
Oh no.
Little sweet, not super sweet. We're more sweeties.
There's a place where you can exchange shinies for sweeties.
But I want shinies and sweeties.
Well, you can get a lot of sweeties. It's just a little bit shiny.
But I want both.
Anyway, let's walk and talk. I'm sure we passed some sort of like a bakery or pastry
Well,
shop.
the spice place will probably sell sugar, won't they? Or cinnamon? Or nutmeg?
You also have a lily that may have
Oh,
some
I do
nectar
have a
in it.
lily. Does she want the lily?
As you like offer the lily, she like pulls away from the sake bottle and runs over to the lily and sticks her whole face in there. And now there's just
Oh,
like a
the
little bee butt sticking out.
The nectar. She likes nectar. I know a place where there's a lot of flowers, and you will get lots of sweeties, and maybe also some shinies if you help with the flowers.
Okay.
And I would like to take.
You got a funny face.
I do have a funny face. Thank you.
Screg,
And
before we do that, Screg, before we do that, I'd like to ask. I want to talk to her a little bit.
Fair enough.
So,
Hi.
your name was Maya. What is your name?
Maya. My name is Maya.
Nice to meet you, Maya.
It's my name. You're not allowed to take it.
I won't. I promise.
Okay. Can I have your name?
Nah, sorry. I need that one.
Okay.
So, Maya, what you doing here? It seems like from what I know of folk like you, you're a little far away from home.
Uh-huh. I'm lost.
Oh no. Do you remember what happened before you got lost?
I was spying on some Grambulums. Because I don't like Grambulums. I want to know what they were doing. Because they were being bad. They're always bad.
Yeah, I don't like them much either.
And suddenly, me and the Grambulums, we would poof! And I was no longer in the Feywild.
You went poof!
I went poof! And now I'm here.
Ah, jeez.
I got real scared, so I ran away from the Grambulums.
Was it when you went poof? Do you remember seeing anything besides the Gramblums? When you went poof and ended up here?
There was a man. He looked like a peoples.
What kind of peoples?
Tall peoples.
Tall peoples, yeah.
Didn't look like the Fae from home, though. He was tall. But he did not have pointed ears.
The point it is. Any other interesting colors on him?
Green. He green.
Green.
But not you green. His skin his skin not green.
His like clothes and stuff, were they green?
Yeah.
Do you remember what color his hair was?
I didn't see up that high.
Okay.
I didn't look.
Did you notice any sparklies on him?
Yes, I wanted the sparklies, but I was too scared of him to get too close. So I flew away.
That's very tragic.
And then I got here and found that there was lots of shinies and lots of sweeties. So I just stayed here.
Well, I think that Screg actually may have the right of it, because I think there is a place nearby where you might be able to help him out with the flowers, and maybe you'll get shinies and perhaps some sweeties as well with that.
Greg is gonna hold out like a hand for her because I imagine she's getting a little tipsy.
She's like literally swaying as she's like thinking.
Greg's just gonna kind of lift the hand up under her so she doesn't fall and hurt herself.
You're blue.
I am blue. You know what else is blue?
Peanuts?
Brown, but that's close.
No, I'm pretty sure they're blue.
Maybe. And Scragg's gonna walk over to Ipo.
Ipo, yeah. You come over to Ipo, who is still fast at work at the flowers.
Excuse me, do you have any need of a pollinator?
Well, hi, it's you again. Pollinator.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of those around here. Got bees.
I got yeah, we also got bees. And then I'm gonna show him the drunk Melixi in his hands.
Oh my! You seem to have gotten yourself on the hands of a small creature.
He's Ipo. Do you know?
Yes.
So
Hi. What can I do for you?
this little friend right here is they were displaced from the Feywild. I wondered if you knew either like whether if there's any way to help them relocate back or
Well, shoot, I'm just a gardener. I don't know.
know anybody who might?
Well, perhaps somebody at the university. But
If we
I'd
turn
be
around and-
more willing to take care of them until you find something out.
If we turn around and pretend like we don't see it, do you know anyone who might be able to help?
He kind of tilts his head. I don't know what you're insinuating, sir.
Greg, I think this time he's just a gardener.
Oh.
If you'd be able to take care of her, if you're, I mean, obviously, just to be perfectly clear, she's Fae, so like there's a certain level of like certain rules and precautions that you ought to take as far as
Right.
Just
The
don't let her
count
cause-
their fingers, count their toes. Don't give your name out.
And do not let her cause any more trouble, please. Her name is Maya.
Maya. Well, shoot, that's a sweet little name.
She is adorable. And also very drunk.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Oh, something has
And-
Yeah,
crashed
found
on.
it took a dump.
It took a dump. I have to refresh.
Oh dear.
The difficulty classes page closed on me.
No.
It'll be back in a second. But yes. Ipo goes, well, shoot, yeah, I'll look after her for a little bit, but perhaps you should check in at the university. All those learned folks know a thing or two.
Yeah, actually, Nash, do you think Professor Miri might know anything? Her specialty wasn't dimensional stuff, though. I don't think.
No.
It was specifically the Elven Kingdom.
Yes, if it doesn't have anything to do with the elves, then I fear it may be outside of her repertoire.
But we can at least ask at the front desk, and if not, she might know one of her colleagues.
Of course.
Can someone loan me a bit of money to purchase a jar of sugar?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I think the flowers here probably will sort Maya out for a bit. I don't think that we need. I mean, she's only little. Like we probably loaded her up about as full as she's gonna get with stuff for now.
Should we take her to the university with us?
No, we just went over how Ipo's gonna take care of her.
Okay.
Okay, Maya.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to stay with a friend Ipo here.
Okay, I'll stay with Funny Frogman.
Yeah.
He's green.
And take it easy on the sake. It will last you a good while if you do.
You underestimate my power! She sticks her whole face in there.
No.
Oh dear.
Parenting is very
Well.
hard.
She is Fae, so surely she can handle herself.
He's not a satyr.
I knew a satyr once. Real jerk. Didn't like his face.
They do like drinking, though.
They do. He smelled bad. All time. All time.
You can tell Ipo all about it.
I think we should head to the university and
Yeah.
The greatest. I love it so much.
Pickles will also be considering that amulet as we're going. Like, we have some stuff to talk about, but he'll be looking at that amulet and seeing what I can identify about it.
All right. So just one second. We'll load up as you guys start to head out. Preload scene. Activate. You are now back on the main map. Or should be.
Wait. Didn't this is out of character right now. Didn't
Yep.
Lucius say that he was being like he had someone for patronage here?
Yep. He didn't say who though, because he wanted to, but he was kind of bowled over. He was trying to show off, but Vash shut him down.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah. So if people want to talk about those developments in character, while I try and identify this thing of Gabriel's.
Yeah. You gotta roll me some Arcana for that.
Okay.
I need to reopen my thing to let you know. But with a 10, I'm going to say that definitely won't make it. You can't tell.
I know it's magical.
You know it's magical, but that's about the extent of your knowledge.
We should return it.
So yeah, what's the play? Are you heading to the university or back to the pub to return the amulet?
I think probably return the amulet first.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
can go on the way. Return on the way.
I mean, it's not
it's
on the
in
way.
the other direction.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they're both like that's what I'm asking. Is one one way, one is the other.
Yeah. In the meantime, green outfit.
Covered in sparkly things, but a bit scary. Sound familiar?
Unfortunately so.
That fucking fancy lad.
Well,
I learned that new word yesterday.
which one, fuck or fancy?
Yes. I've called
Fair
fancy.
enough.
I've called Vaz fancy like 50 times since.
Vaz,
That's
actually,
the first
while
one.
we're thinking about it, what do you think the play will be for this? I don't think that you can say otherwise, but I don't think our play is to go right to the lawkeepers with it. All we have is the testimony of a very drunk Melixi.
Maybe if we help her get home.
Well, I want to hear Vaz's response.
No, I think if we were going to accuse him of any sort of, planes, for lack of a better word, fuckery, I think we would need more concrete evidence than just, this pixie said this, or Melixi said this. Especially when she's under the influence.
Well, he seems the type that, if properly approached, may brag about it all on his own.
Do we know anyone here who might be able to pretend to be an evil Fey summoner?
Not exactly. But there is the business of that party. It seems the sort of thing he might end up at if they're dealing in sort of, mystic illegal nonsense.
Seems a bit early for a ballroom episode, but okay.
Well, there was that other job at the guild for guard duty. We were talking about potentially.
We have our own.
Will we get in trouble if we? That's actually a good question. Will we get in trouble if we fuck around with somebody who hires the guild? I don't know the rules about that. Is that bad form?
I assume we'd need to ask Levi.
We could get a search warrant.
No, we could not.
I
We're
don't
not
think
police.
no.
They kept talking about search warrants when they were arresting me. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. You didn't have any property, city.
Well, I had my dinosaurs and my cart, which was destroyed in the scuffle. Or
Okay, let's return the amulet to Gabriel. And do you think we ask Levi what to do about that? I don't know how to do that without involving him or not, or whether we should.
If we have reason to suspect that he's summoning gremlins, that's a danger.
Right, but as much as I believe Levi's on our side, we don't know who
Potentially we could pick Gabriel's brain. He was close with Levi at some point, it sounds like. He may have picked up something in passing.
That's true, and Gabriel's not beholden to anything like Levi is, as far as we know.
And we're doing Gabriel a big favor, so he'll owe us.
I mean, we're getting paid for it, so...
We're getting paid?
Yes, it's an official job!
Yeah, we've been
Where do you think the gold has come from?
I don't know. You guys just hand me gold sometimes. I don't ask questions. Don't look a game horse in the mouth.
Greg, are you aware of what our arrangement is here? We've been doing jobs for the guild in order to get paid money.
Greg
You're aware that that's what we
know.
were doing, right?
Greg
You're
does it for the love of adventure.
Greg, you signed your name to join our adventuring party.
Greg is not very good at reading.
Greg,
Incredible.
have we been taking you along this under false pretenses? Have we been
Hey.
hurling you towards danger without your full knowledge and consent?
Let's be very real. I would do that to myself anyway.
Boys,
Now,
Greg,
let's
you
go
are one
back
of a kind.
I mean, it's
Thank
not a
you.
binding contract or anything. It's not like he couldn't, wander off whenever he wanted.
They gave Gertie a fancy badge, and for me that was enough. Going to
Anyway, let's go talk to Gabriel.
All right.
Pickles is reeling from this revelation.
Lord.
Greg. Hey, Greg isn't the one who hands in the task. You guys just give him gold. He's like, yeah, thanks.
My friends like me so much they pay me to be here.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just been playing with Gertie whenever we've been discussing
Money.
the job situation.
All right.
What
So
is a job?
So you wander into the Cobblepath pub, and as it's about 9:30 now, the breakfast rush seems to have died out, and it's a little quiet in here. And you see Gabrielle behind the counter cleaning some dishes.
My darling, are we going to make your morning?
Oh, have you now?
And then I don't know who had the amulet.
Pickles had it, but he will have given it to Vaz.
And Vaz will hand over the amulet.
Ah, darling, you found my amulet.
Yes, we went through quite the little mix-up this morning to get it back, but I'm glad to see it safe in your hands once more.
Amazing. You lot are amazing. I looked all over the place for the darn thing, and I couldn't see nor hide or hair of it.
That might be because of the little fey creature who had grabbed it.
Oh, goodness. A fey creature.
Yeah, she was a little. Actually, did we never got Maya's pronouns at all, did we?
No. She was in a little dress, and I've been calling her she, but
But she's Fae, like
Fae.
to the Fae gender is
Yeah, she could
who knows?
be a he tomorrow. Fae are Fae. They will do what as they will.
Well, we'll go with she just for her now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seemed to have been really far from home on account of being brought here for some reason.
Curious. You don't see many fey creatures around here.
And we got the sense that it wasn't entirely voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stray cats around.
Oh, I do so like
I mean, it is whatchamacallit, cat something.
the parade of cats. Yes, that's next weekend. We're getting all prepared for that to ring in the new period of wealth or whatever.
It's just that, like, everybody in the pub right now is just a cat fancier.
Yeah.
And the credits special guest this week, Crowley.
Crowley and Reggie earlier when he was scratching on doors.
Yep.
Well, actually, I don't know. Somebody else probably should broach the subject. Probably Vazir Nash could be more subtle than Pickles about. Hey, we think someone did an illegal.
So I will say though, as you do hand him the amulet, he will kind of tap it on its one side, and what looks to be a little picture like projects out of it, and you see what looks to be a blonde-haired woman standing next to a devilish-looking man. And he just smiles at it and then taps it again, and the picture zoop back into it, and he puts that in his pocket.
Quite the interesting locket you have there.
Yes, it was a gift from my mother. You don't get these around here very often. Enchanted stones, they keep a memory locked away.
Fascinating, the relics people can come up with.
Yes, isn't it?
Gabriel, I have a bit of a more business-oriented question.
Oh, darling, please.
This whole nonsense with the Fae being brought over, dear Maya explained what the person looked like, and it sounded like a personage that we may have had an encounter with before. In regards to that, we are thinking there may be a way for us to get close to said person and sort of inquire about their recent activities to see if that is the case. However, this might be going in conflict with a job proposition to the Horizon Walkers Guild. Is there, if you know, of course, just me a question, is there any sort of consequence for a Horizon Walker working against a job proffered to the guild?
He kind of pauses and thinks for a second and goes, I would imagine so. Especially if you take the job, darling, and then purposely sabotage it, per se. I think that would result in your expulsion from the guild. If you do not take the job, then I don't know, and you just happen to be there, that might not inconvenience the guild per se.
I mean, I imagine if we weren't actively working against, say, another adventuring party that took it, if we just happened to be there, because, the guild can't be in charge of everything that we do on a daily basis.
Of course.
I imagine there might be a slap on the wrist, but I can't imagine it would be warranted now of an expulsion.
No. I only seen expulsions happen when people actively work against something that they have already agreed to, thus breaking their own contract.
Yeah, it's more of a make good on your own promises kind of a thing.
Definitely makes sense there.
And
Now-
And I suppose there's nothing...
I would say also, if you were caught working for somebody without them paying the guild, then there will also be problems.
You're a scab if you do that.
Yes.
So if we were to, let's say, offer ourselves as guards to take this job without actually accepting it from the guild,
If you're
then
getting...
there could be some repercussion for taking away an opportunity from the guild.
Yes. If you're not getting paid, though, who knows?
So if we offer pro bono work.
Or if
Go
we
ahead.
just go to the party.
Alternatively, if we take the job and we both fulfill it and our own agenda,
Depends on what that agenda is, I guess, and if it inconveniences the contractor.
Yeah,
I don't
it would
suppose
be...
the guild cares if inconveniencing the contractor means revealing illegal activity of theirs.
Now that's a fuzzy line, now isn't it?
There are other hypothetical, and again, this is if you know or not. There's nothing. There's nothing in that you are aware of about discouraging other members of the guild from taking a certain job.
Not that I know of. Though you can't, a lot of them they won't listen to reason if you do try to discourage them.
My only worry with that is we could be seen as... It could be misinterpreted as us putting claim on a job that we haven't legally, within the bounds of the guild, taken.
Yes.
There's of course nothing that says that we can't that if say hypothetically we were to later take some action that could be seen as negative against such a client after the terms of our contract were fulfilled. There's nothing about that. It's not like we're bound to never do harm to a client again. It's all, this is we're talking gig economy situation. Once the money has changed hands, our transaction is concluded.
Of course.
At least to my understanding.
There's just contracts that need to be filled, and that's that. Though, of course, if your actions lose a client that one might need, the folks might get a little miffed at you.
Well, this has been certainly an enlightening series of hypotheticals.
My, you are such darling little tender feet, aren't you?
Did anybody else have any other hypotheticals they wish to posit to our dear friend Gabriel here?
Hypothetically, if a lizard man and an orc lady...
I think we'll go off now. I think we've taken enough of Gabriel's time.
His, one eyebrow raises and he smirks and shakes his head.
We will usher Scrag out of the pub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nash is just like, enjoy having your amulet back. You owe me a drink later. Let's go. And then ushers out Scrag.
Scrag will not
You've
be
been darling
censored.
as always. Have a good afternoon.
What are you guys thinking?
Scrag will not be silenced.
Mute.
I'm wondering if it might be possible for us to secure invitations of our own to the party. Though, again, the issue arises with me and Nash bullying a certain shopkeep out of a baby velociraptor.
There's also the other issue of there's more than a few other tenderfoot groups, and if we show up and a scene is caused, you know, I don't fancy our chances against, you know. I would sooner choose not to cross blades with other members of the guild.
Now I have an idea, and Nash will look directly at Scrag and tell him, and don't be mad by my throwing this out. I am also not a fan of this unless we can work out all of the parts. But if we simply want to procure a way into this party without being affiliated on official guild business, it is a birthday party, and we do know of a gift that, you know, the honored desires, and Nash is going to continue to look at Scrag, but you will kind of see his shadow sort of cast in Gertie's direction.
Greg will squint and look at Gertie and look back to Nash.
I, of course, don't mean we actually give her.
That was implied. Because if you had actually suggested doing that, I would be... I'm not going to
Understandably
take that
upset,
stance.
yes. No, I understand.
No, I was
and
going
that
to say violent, actually.
agreed, as you should be. That is where lies with the... Chubbs can't word today. Hold on. That is where the plan
Greg will
must
do
be
it.
foolproof. Because of course we need a way to retrieve Gertie once we're done.
The thing about that is if we are going to I see we have two options before us. We have the scenario in which we do this totally legit and we act as guards, get into the party, whatever, and we just use it as an opportunity to collect information to then do with that information later. I don't accusing anybody in the middle of a party, a birthday party for this person, of any wrongdoing, unless by some virtue of it there are enough people there who would be on our side, doesn't sound too realistic in terms of us getting out of there alive and in one piece, and certainly not if there's connections to the underworld involved there. So we could do it totally legit, but that also raises the question of, I personally would like to see if we could find a way to, I think there might be spells out there where I can record information. So if we could record perhaps some sort of a confession, if I can find the spell, that might be an option. Or, as we're suggesting, potentially go in there and make it all come crashing down at once.
Lucius... Remind me again, was Lucius the one who wanted to give the dinosaurs a birthday gift?
No.
No, Lucius was the one that we met at the beginning who tried to court Baz early on, and he was here bragging about stuff, and I made Bastard bite his ass.
Yep. So any and all exposition he had did not happen.
Well, I mean, we could just talk to Lucius. Try to see if we can trick him into spilling the beans.
True, we don't even know if he is going to the party. It was just a thought.
DM, is he going to? Nah.
You don't
She'll just
know.
tell us that.
You didn't ask him.
Do we know where to find him otherwise?
You do know that. He did mention he was at the embassy. The Imperial Embassy.
Empire. Oh,
He
dear.
is from the Empire.
When is the party?
The party is on the 17th, so 3 days from now.
So I have 3 days to. I have 3 days to take it to potentially Again, I think that if we are going there to get any kind of confession information, there's ways that I would want to prepare potential ways to collect evidence that I would need to look into, particularly with good friend Ebis. Because I don't think I saw the spell. I've heard about it, but I don't think I saw the spell I'm looking for in her stock last time. We could also use some of that time in these 3 days to collect information. But I'm assuming the sooner, if we are going to be guards, we would need to commit to that sooner rather than later. We can't show up the day of.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea to get a more concrete testimony, as it were, from our friend Maya, but it will require her inebriation wearing off, which might be an issue.
It was a big bottle, and she was a little fey.
I don't know. She drank that pretty. Maybe it'll be gone by the time we get back.
I mean, her mouth is only so big.
Well,
We have at least, it seems,
doesn't stop Lucius
garnered
from
enough-
talking.
garnered enough of her favor that perhaps she will work with us. It will require her willing participation, but... And Nash will dig through his bag and pull out a potion of shared memories.
Ooh.
Ah.
If she can concentrate on that moment, on that tall, scary green man that she saw, we could get something a little bit more identifiable than just her words.
It's true.
This is a good idea.
How many people is that just for 2 people?
Hang on. I literally opened up my inventory and Foundry throws, so I'll go read the description in just a second.
Of course. Foundry, I love you, but also no.
So I'll get clarification in a second, but like I just glanced at it earlier, and it takes somebody has to concentrate on it for a minute on like a particular memory, and then
one
that is
creature to another.
Yeah, and that's the potion, and then another creature can drink that and then vividly have the memory, like the memory's theirs now.
Yeah.
So if we give
It'd
that
be one
potion
shot.
to the log
Mhm.
out there,
Yeah, we'd have
We
to.
give
It'd
that
have to be
potion-
for Lawkeeper Dixon. I mean, we wouldn't be able to verify.
well, they'd be at least
would-
be able to bring it in for questioning. And then we can just, they can do their thing.
You were going to say something, Nash?
Sorry.
I was just going to say, if we could get that information straight to him, straight to the top, then obviously this is going to be tricky to navigate. We are talking about people who, you know, that have a way of avoiding those sort of situations, but...
Is that maybe our first step before anything to do with the party?
Yes.
Because then maybe we can work with the Lawkeeper on what to do about the party itself.
Yes, because Dixon does seem to be the exception that proves the rule, as it were. But in my experience, exposing these sort of things with any sort of social standing, it's never as black and white as the law would make it seem. There's always games you have to play.
Mhm.
That's just how the
Especially
nobility operates.
because he's an emissary as well, right? He's an Udrian emissary?
Imperial.
Imperial.
Udria merely deals with the Empire. We were not technically part of it.
Gotcha. Dixon is not going to be happy with us.
Has he ever been?
No, but
I do think we gave that up some time ago, but happy with us or not, we're helping his city. Surely he doesn't want little gremlins roaming around.
mm-hmm.
Or whatever else may come through from the Feywild.
That's true. Although, that's one thing that I'm worried about is if this was Lucius, what was his intention? Because it seems like a lot of the creatures that he brought through are just causing chaos. Whether that was on purpose or... The question is, I guess the question I have now is whether the chaos was the intention or if it's a side effect of whatever else he wanted to do. Maya didn't mention any other creatures there, but I worry that if Lucius has had the ability to do this once, who's to say he hasn't tried it again with worse creatures?
I also worry about his ability to control whatever it is he's doing. We can assume that he's brought these gremlins in for a specific purpose. He's working with... I don't think it's too much conjecture to say the river rats or someone associated with them, who are using the gremlins for their own...
And Ophinia, right? Because she's associated with them.
Olympia.
Olympia,
yeah. I was like, wait, what?
Ophinia's the Empress.
Right. Yes, Ophinia is the Empress.
Which he is working with the Empress if he's to be believed, but heaven knows.
Yes. But our friend Maya here, I get the impression was just sort of a casualty of being in the wrong place at the wrong time and got snatched here. Who's to say that doesn't happen to something worse if he goes for gremlins and unleashes something much more terrible?
It's actually also another good point because
I wouldn't be too surprised if he didn't like to know what he was doing.
Well, because normally when you summon a creature, you summon a specific creature.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't delved into that magic as well, but I mean, apart from Bastard, of course, but Bastard was more of a different thing. But when you summon a creature, you summon that creature. You don't just capture everything in this, you don't just peer into the Feywild and capture everything in this little area, at least to my understanding. So the question is, what the hell is he doing?
We have many threads, but no pattern.
Mm-hmm. And that worries me a lot. And from what you're saying, Baz, there's... from your interactions with him, he's just power hungry. Like, there's no specific... He's just kind of sleeps with who he needs to, does what he needs to get to the top.
Hedonism of the highest order, to be quite honest.
So, it sounds like for him, it's not like likely whatever this is just, whatever does what it needs, is serving his goals. So he's also unpredictable too.
He's clearly not the mastermind for this, I can tell you that much.
Exactly, and I could certainly see this getting out of his hands quite quickly. As someone from another plane, you do want to be quite careful what sort of doors you just open.
I need to have a conversation with Ebis. And then, if we can get Maya to sober up, we need to have a conversation with her, then with the Lawkeeper. It doesn't sound like, though, taking that job is going to be... I think taking that job will cause us more problems than it would solve. And our best bet was just to keep our nose clean at this party if we can get into it.
I think we should forestall taking the job until we speak with Dixon, at least.
That's fair.
Ultimately, however we approach this party, we are coming in with the chip on our shoulder of, having denied her birthday present.
Okay, I'll do it.
Do what?
I said I'll do it. We can pretend to give her my... No.
Well, no, we don't necessarily have to do that. We can approach that if opportunity presents, but as of right now, we have many other pieces to put in play before we consider that an option. I do appreciate your... Why can't Shub's word today?
Word's hard.
Okay, it's late.
It's not that late.
I appreciate your willingness to participate, but we don't want... We truly do not want to put Gertie in any more harm than need be.
Nor any of us, nor again our fellow guildmates. Again, with that, we met that one other group in the Horizon Walkers, and I don't know that we met them in the Cobblepath pub.
You did,
and we hit it off well enough. I'd hate to make enemies, prematurely. I think we got enough of those.
I think with Maya, we should give her at least through tonight to see how she's doing tomorrow. For even just a small creature, I don't know how long that little bottle will last, but I think at least tomorrow would be the earliest we should approach her. By then, the issue of taking the job may have solved itself. Like you said, there are other parties out there, accepting things from the board.
Should the potion with Maya fall through, and should your conversation with Ebbis bear fruit, as much as I hate to admit it, I could see if I could set up an appointment with Lucius. We do have history, unfortunately. And it's possible that we could... He may let something slip.
If he thought he was bragging of something that he had that you didn't, I could certainly see it.
My badger did bite his ass, though.
Then we merely keep the badger out of the equation. As much as I would love to have Bastard there, you sweet little thing, I think that might be a bit of a sore spot.
We could put him in a tiny little suit.
And
that's darling.
He shoots the deathiest of death glares at you.
You do not.
Well, actually, me. I do have. It would be all my if this is our plan, it would be all my spells for the day, but there is a contingency that I would have. I do have the ability to set up an extra dimensional space for Bastard. Yeah, that could work.
Good idea.
I just have to think of a way to. I mean, Vaz, I might need your help of figuring out how to justify where Bastard is. But yeah, this could work. All we need to do, I just need to be. Well, I don't know the details of the spell specifically. That's what I need to talk with Edis about. So part of it is contingent on that, which is why I think that might be the.
She also seems. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
She also does seem to be the sort with some experience with the Fae, or knowledge of them, at least. She might be able to give us a better idea of what we're getting ourselves into with Lucius and
that's true.
What he's doing.
Okay. In that case, someone want to come with me to see Evis, and then maybe other folk can because Vaz, you might need to see about setting up some kind of an appointment with Lucius, right?
I doubt they would let me just waltz into the embassy, I assume. A letter would probably suffice.
I was going to say, if you set an appointment with him for, let's say, tomorrow at the earliest, should the dear chap have an opening, if things fall through, you can meet your appointment. If we...
Are you alright?
Fucking 13 years old, I'm sorry. Anyway. That was Ian.
If other plans fall through, then you will have that time to approach him directly. Should we find other means to deal with our situation, you have the satisfaction of canceling last minute.
I do so love inconveniencing assholes.
When Pickles asks who wants to accompany him to Evis, Nash doesn't really give away a lot on his face, but his shadow kind of like is mimicking like different postures of like being deep in thought and like deliberating over something, and Nash will just say, well, I suppose wouldn't do to let you go alone.
Okay. Yeah, if you wanna come with, Okay. Yeah, it's like what, midday at this point?
It's probably close to 10 o'clock at this point. Maybe a little bit later than that, so 10:20.
Okay. Well, we also need to go back to the guild and pick up our payment for that. So, do we want to all go there, distribute the funds, and then Nash and I will go to Evis's?
And then I think that might be a good opportunity for Vass to see if she could arrange an appointment.
Yes,
You know,
I just need to find a courier and...
I was just gonna say, we don't all have to go see dear Ebbis. His shadow gives her a knowing look.
Vaz is avoiding eye contact with everyone. She's very interested in her ponytail suddenly.
Okay, and then, well, Scrag, do we think Scrag should maybe, go with Vaz, or maybe stay at the Horizon Walkers to see if Creek shows up?
Yes. I don't know if sorry, where's Vaz going? Vaz is going. I had to.
Vaz just needs to find a courier to send a note to Lucius to set up an appointment.
Well, I mean, maybe there's one at the guild.
Oh, maybe after that, Vaz, you and Scrag could check in at the university and see if there's anybody there that we could ask some questions about the Fae.
I actually know a little bit about the Fae magic because my grandma's a druid, so I will be able to know what to look for.
Alright, sounds capital to me.
Assuming
All right.
Leanne lets me use nature.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll go and collect our monies from that job.
Yay.
All right. So you start heading towards the Horizon Walkers Guild house. You were pretty close, but you were kind of on the street talking for like the last probably half an hour.
Oh yeah, we were just fucking scheming in the open. Cool.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to.
You could say that you were at the pub too. Either way.
Yeah, I think we would have stayed at the pub for some of that.
Yeah.
For most of that.
Yeah. So yeah, you exit out of the pub and head down to the Horizon Walkers Guild. And
sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to mute myself. to my
Uh-oh.
name not going away. I was like, can I?
Oh no! Oh
Sorry.
no!
You're
Robot!
roboting a lot there.
Robot.
No.
No!
Oh my god, am
Come
I
back,
okay?
Shelbs.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're good
shit.
now.
My voice connected thing keeps going like from green straight to red.
Oh,
So I
no.
don't know.
But yes, you were saying something?
I was just gonna say, I would assume that when we ushered Screg away, it was like just away from Gabriel, and we could have found ourselves a table at the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had some mid-morning snacks. But yes, you start heading towards the Horizon Walkers Guild. And as you approach the front doors, you see the Hurricane Hawks walking out of there. And they are holding a piece of paper.
Oh, good.
And they look at you and go, "Ah, so you're heading back in?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
job
found
board
shiny.
got anything fun on it?
They like hold up the one slip and goes, "There's 2 on there now. We got this one. You see the amount of money they're going to give you for this? 400 gold. That's 100 gold for each of us." And Juliet goes, "Some fancy party." Never been to a fancy party. And Gula goes, "Oh, it'll be very exciting."
Sure will be.
But yeah,
Not
they're-
really the sort for fancy parties myself.
Yeah. And Basara goes, "There was one other on there, but it's hunting undead. I don't really want to hunt undead.
I cannot say that I blame you.
Nasty."
Gula, aren't you a paladin?
Gula goes, I'm a cleric, and I can kill undead, but Basara doesn't really like them."
We can go kill undead together if you want.
"Oh, I can't go away from my group. We're a group."
Okay.
That's correct. We got other stuff we gotta do.
Okay.
But it was
Afterwards.
a nice offer. And she like waves as Ryu kind of pulls her aside and goes, "Yeah, we've got places to go. You have fun, guys."
Okay, bye.
And Visaria kind
I
of
walk-
gives you a look as they walk off.
As they walk away, Nash is just like, well, I think we've learned that Screg has a type.
Greg has no idea what you're talking about.
I think that's for the best this time, actually.
But yes, you enter in, and Levi is, of course, behind the desk, scribbling away.
Hey, Levi. We done did a job.
Ah, that's good. Let's see. And he, like, pulls up the paper and looks at it and goes, "All right. Well, here you go." And he, like, starts dividing the gold between you. Ugh, Gabriel always pays too much. And I'll click creek, too, because... There we go. And he hands out the gold to you.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
And you get 10 experience points for
Woohoo!
completing the quest.
Nice.
How much gold is that? 20.
It should have been distributed, automatically.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Scrag is now not poor.
Pickles is temporarily not poor. That'll change the moment we get to Edvis's place.
And Creek, because she is not here, I will update that to
690.
690. You're
Nice.
getting there. Heh, 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 heh. But yeah, as he pays you, you do notice that there is one more notice on the board. And it is labeled as Monster Elimination Request. The Church of Thantix has found a few festrogs in the basement of the crypts. Mother Vadamersa would let you into the crypts.
It's just the one?
They found a few what now?
a few Festrogs.
What is a festrog?
Well, you can roll religion to find out.
I roll religion, but I know I'm not going to get them.
May I roll as well?
Yeah.
Can I roll? What is my lore skill? Would underworld lore tell me anything about them?
I don't think so.
God damn it.
Boy, the dice hate you today. Holy shit.
Honestly.
Why did I get a 14?
You got a 14. Neither of you have ever heard of a Festrog before in your life.
That's fair.
What about occultism? Because that's what I was actually thinking of and can't read my sheet.
I would allow occultism.
Okay. I was like, I have a thing that's like that. Is it this one? No, it's the second column of your sheet that you ignored.
I should have rolled that too. I'm not going to re-roll it, but I've got a +5 in occultism. I should have rolled that.
Oops.
It's just a 16 though, so I don't know.
16. Yeah, with the 16, you have heard of a Festrog, but the only thing you have heard really is that it is undead.
Okay.
Fuck it. I went for it and I got a 22.
Okay, with 22, you not only know that they are undead, but they are undead of those who have died of illness or starvation. And they tend to look decayed and a little, usually have pustules on them.
Ew.
And you also know with that they are, in fact, intelligent and tend to stalk victims in packs.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, these guys are kind of nasty. What's the reward looking like on this one?
This one is paying about 200 gold, so double what this last one paid, but not as much as Olympia Smythe's birthday party shenanigans.
I would be willing to take this if not for a little bit of extra breathing room as far as money. We might be able to get more done with that as far as gearing up for what we're about to do.
Greg enjoys violence.
If we feel like I will say, if we feel like we should be focusing all our efforts on this new thing, like, that's totally fine. But, like, if we want to check that out today, I've still got some, I've still got my spells in the hopper for today. We can see if we can get this done.
Well, we have a few balls we need to get rolling, but I can't say that the extra income would be bad.
That, and it might also be in our best interest to garner as much favor with the guild as we can.
That is true.
How about we go do our tasks and then we go to the crypt?
Yeah.
Unless something horrible is planned by some entity that doesn't want to separate.
Whatever could give you that idea?
Oh, Pickles, you seem to know more about these creatures. Does the time of day matter at all for us addressing this?
DM, would I know that about undead in general?
You know that they tend to be more active at night, but also the note said that they were in the crypts under the city. So They are probably active when they feel like it.
Yeah, given that they're in crypts, it wouldn't be that relevant unless it God's forbid, spills out into the street, which hopefully, if that happens, we have other problems.
Fighting undead after dark, how camp.
I just turned my head and there's a fluffy, puffy tail sticking out from under the door.
But shall we? Yeah, let's take this one and then meet back here, and hopefully by then Creek will have found her way back.
Should we make that a rule? If we get separated, we meet back here?
That's actually a good idea.
I like that system.
And if in some scenario the guild is the place that is the problem, I say we meet at you want to meet at maybe a Vaz's inn, where Vaz is staying?
Crowley on God.
Kitty.
Sorry,
I could
that's
agree to that.
for some reason.
As long as you're okay with that, Vaz.
I'd hate to cause trouble for Hikari, but as long as we stay low, I don't think it should be too much of an issue.
Fair enough. Well, let's go to various tasks.
All right. So as you start to exit the guild, it is been about 2 hours since we've played or started playing. How are we feeling?
I think that's a good place to break.
Yeah, this could be
Yeah.
a good place to end it for today. And we can.
I also have someone who wants to come over. I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I was gonna say I'm okay to keep going, but this also feels like we're going into something that'll take more time. So
I'm also
Yeah.
getting-
Yeah.
So.
And I've got to do something about this boy.
Yeah. So for now, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.